So with the holidays coming up and New Year's being just around the corner, a lot of the commercials that we're going to be seeing on TV are going to entail all these crazy home workout programs. You guys all probably know about the Peloton disaster. So that's another thing. So all of these programs are going to start marketing to you and coming at you when you're feeling the most vulnerable because you just ate a bunch of food for Thanksgiving and now you're planning again for Christmas and New Year's and you probably haven't done much activity in between. But the honest truth is they don't give a shit about you. They really don't. And we're going to explore why in this episode. Welcome to Fearless Fridays, where we're talking about everything health and wellness related. My name is Dr. Melissa Chofi. I'm the owner of New Quest Physical Therapy, serving areas in New York and Connecticut. There is so much misinformation out there in regard to the medical field, and with our healthcare model turning more profit-driven, you guys as consumers need to be given all the tools you need to ask the important questions and demand you're getting what you need to ensure a strong, happy, fulfilled, and fearless life. My goal is to empower all of you to stand up for yourselves and be able to call bullshit in a realm that is confusing as fuck. Let's get into the episode. So let's be brutally honest here. Do these people who are selling you these home workout programs and these challenges and everything, do they really care about you? Do they really care that you're going to quote unquote get in shape? No, they're not. Because honestly, it's quantity over quality for these people. So especially with a lot of these big multi-level marketing companies, and I can name a few off the top of my head, but I'm not going to be a bitch today. With a lot of these companies, their coaches, and I use that term very loosely, they have no background, any formal education on the body, on movement, on exercise even. They don't know anything about programming. So they're selling these cookie cutter programs to everybody because that's their big thing, right? That their workouts are made for everybody, which is a load of bullshit in and of itself. So for them, it doesn't matter what they're peddling. They just want to make money off of it. And the more of you that buy this program, the more money that person makes. So they're really a glorified salesperson disguised as a health coach, which they're far from. Another reason why these programs really aren't geared towards you, all of you or any of you, you don't have a set starting point. And we've discussed this tremendously over the past few weeks. You don't know where you're starting. So you're at this point of desperation where you're like, oh my God, I need to get my act together and I just need to get something that'll keep me on track. And I love when people say the on track thing because you don't know where that track is going. You don't even know where the starting point of that track is. So you're going to pick up this exercise program that's so incredibly diluted. And when I say that, I mean that there's no thought that goes on behind it. Like it's not marketed towards any specific group. So you're going to be doing a workout program that people who've been working out for 30 plus years are going to also do. What? Doesn't that sound kind of weird? So that's another part that makes this they just don't care. They just want your money. And then the other thing is a lot of these programs set you up for failure before you even begin. So you know what I'm talking about. You see all these weight loss before and after pictures. Like the one girl, she's standing there all bloated and her stomach's pushed down. She just looks like she's miserable. And then the next picture, she's all like skinny and she's got a nice carved abdomen and all this stupid bullshit. You really think that program got her there? Do you really think she started from the very absolute beginning? And also, why do you think that there's a disclaimer on the bottom of the photo saying results not typical? Because they aren't. So any program that's promising you weight loss from the beginning is setting you up for failure. We have this problem in America associating exercise with the need to lose weight, and that's an incredible detriment to our society. Even thin people need to be working out and lifting and getting their endurance going and everything, because that's what makes us resilient. That's what keeps us from needing these injections, which have come out recently that they are doing more harm than good. For any cortisone injection, which once was thought harmless, is now harmful. But that's another topic for another day, which I'm going to be definitely touching on in 2020. But unnecessary surgeries, unnecessary medications, and just unnecessary time spent on these stupid placebos that don't do anything for you, that just keep you sitting on the sidelines for life. So exercise is something that is needed as much as, and I'm going to be very dramatic here, but I really believe this. It's needed as much as air. It's needed as much as food. You need it if you want to live a fulfilling life. I really mean a fulfilling life. So if you're going into exercise with the primary goal of just losing weight, the problem that happens in a lot of people is that they don't see results for the first few weeks, and they're not losing the weight that they were promised they would lose, and they don't look like that girl in the back who's doing the modification yet in the video, and they're just like, well, fuck this, what's the point? I'm wasting all this time, I'm just gonna quit. And that's why a lot of people start and then they stop and they don't stick with a program, and it's doing us a tremendous disservice in society these days. When I used to teach group fitness at a big box gym that I worked at back in the day, I would have my class was packed, and I couldn't watch everybody, and I couldn't make sure that everybody was performing to their optimal capacity or ability, and they weren't compensating. And that's one of the reasons why I quit, was because I'm sitting here in the front of a class of 25, 30 people instructing them on fitness, and I have no idea if some of the people in the middle are struggling, because we're all proud, right? We want to make sure that we can do the damn thing, and we don't need help. A lot of us have problems asking for help. And that was one of the things that I was seeing in the fitness industry. So if you think about this, who's watching you when you're doing your home workouts? If you're just starting, how do you know that this is appropriate for you? How do you know that you're not doing these compensations? And you don't. So this goes back to the quantity over quantity thing. Quality. I'm getting my words mixed up. Quantity over quality thing. Because the more of you that buy these stupid programs, the more money these salespeople, these glorified salespeople, are making off of you. They don't give a fuck what the workout looks like or what you look like doing it. And I'm very passionate about fighting against this, because I really think it's part of the reason why our society, and I'm taking this a huge step forward, but our society is sedentary, because people are just doing things they shouldn't be doing, or they're doing things that are too easy for them, or they're doing things that are too hard for them. And this is also why I left the traditional practice of physical therapy. So again, like when I was working in the big box gym, I'd been working in corporate healthcare for 4 years as a physical therapist, and I just had to leave because the quality was not there. It was like, oh, well, the more people you pack on your schedule, you'll get a bonus. The more people you pack on your schedule, oh, well, then you get this amount of vacation time that's extra. And I wasn't happy with the results my patients were getting, and a lot of them weren't getting results in an adequate amount of time, or what I thought was an adequate amount of time. And I just couldn't stand for that anymore. So I left and I opened my own practice, which I'm so happy doing, because my patients are getting better way quicker. I mean, it sucks for me because I got to market my ass off to get more people. But it like, I just had a patient the other day actually, who she had been going to a corporate PT clinic for a month and she saw no results, and she worked with me once a week for 5 weeks, and we got her back to doing everything that she hasn't been able to do since last spring. So it's just, I'm so passionate about this, and I really want you guys to be armed with all of this knowledge before you go throwing your money away and trying to change things for the sake of being promised these ridiculous promises. And I'm tired of people feeling less than and of thinking that they're pieces of shit who can't accomplish anything because they're trying to attempt things that are not made for them and they're not given the proper guidance. So I'm really passionate about this. This is why I incorporate fitness as well into my physical therapy practice, because I really, really think it's very important, and I really think that more people need to understand all the intricacies of it and how to start and stick with a program that's appropriate for them. So I decided to start the Finally Fit and Fearless program, which is opening December 16th. It's a Monday. And I'm so excited about it. Opening the eyes of 10 women who just have been misled their entire lives. And I'm so excited to start this program. Sign up ends Sunday, December 15th. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next Friday for the next episode of Fearless Fridays. Have a good one, guys. Stay fearless.